right, Craig, so here we are in the lobby. I'm gonna go 0.5 here, so that way we have a little more visibility, it's a little more stable for you. So just a reminder, over here, I think we decided on a 50 or 55 inch to make sure we clear, and we need to get whatever the mounting bracket is for this. I know you think you have an idea to do it. I'm just kind of nervous because we don't have the original stand. That's the cleat right there, and it looks like that's the standard bolt pattern. So hopefully that helps. All right. A little bit more open over here. They took out all the racking. Nothing to do over here. The access point that's currently hanging right over there, we're gonna end up mounting somewhere in here, so that way we have a more central mount. So in the attic, we'll run that way. All right, so in this room, you can see they did some wainscoting and stuff like that to help the chairs scuffing the walls. They were talking about mounting a TV right here, or possibly an arm that brings it out like that. So their goal is to, wherever the stand is to put a computer over here in the corner, and then probably run it along there and up to that. Now again, I'm going to remind them, we need to get electricity here, right? We need somewhere to get power from, because there's data that's located down there. This was a cabinet, and if there is one plug hidden right there. So this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I'm going to ask them what their plan is. Before, there used to be a unit here. It's gotten moved into this office. This computer is still here. So this is their office now to do the CT scan. Nothing is happening in here. All right, so here is this room that we had the door. We have two locations, all right? The same situation, there used to be a big old heater that was in the wall. They've taken all that out. They've sealed up the top. And with this one, they're not going to be utilizing this door at all. So I believe what they were doing was going to be putting some type of TV. I would probably guess maybe like a 41 or 43 mounted on that wall, maybe on an arm that can swing it that way, or at least off the wall a little bit. And it would be the same situation over here. Again, the challenge would be this arm that is coming off of this stand right here. And then the idea would be that the computer would live underneath this desk, ideally right here at this location. Think that they were talking about putting the computer on this area over here, which would present a challenge where we have to route the cable down over and like that to grandma's house we go. And again, power's a consideration. There's no power along the wall here. There is power here that's shared with multiple things, including heaters and all kinds of stuff. So kind of a mess right now. I'm shooting this to make sure that you can pause it at any time to kind of review. Okay, going off to the last three rooms, we'll go over here first to the side right here. They want to maximize the size of this TV as much as possible. So the idea would be that the computer would be either located on this wall over here, or possibly over here against that wall, flat against the wall, using one of those thin mounts. And then the TV ideally would be in this corner, nice large possible corner mount of sorts. This one could be probably a 65. That way, whenever he's doing surgery in here, this is the doctor's suite, he can demonstrate what he's wanting to demonstrate. You can see what the space is like. You can see what the mounting's like. There is electricity down here, and we just need to finalize what everything goes where. So I'm hoping that helps. I was hoping that they were going to want to do something over here, but the desk is not deep enough. And frankly, this thing right here in the middle, I didn't realize it, but it's actually the X-ray that can go between both rooms. So this is actually a pass-through cabinet for X-ray. All right. Moving to the penultimate room. This is that room that I told you that they would want to mount the TV up here, high up here. Okay. The computer itself would actually live in the corner mounted right here. So there would be a standing desk, very thin just for a keyboard, and an all-in-one just like we did at VetSurge. And with the TV up there. Now again, lots of crevices, lots of molding, and there's power right here. So hopefully that helps. Looks like there's an extension cord here, and there's another outlet right there that we can run up along the wall. Okay. There was also a conversation possibly about putting the workstation right here on this wall. It's just very crunchy over here. There's not a lot of room. And also there's just no electricity here at all. This wall is completely devoid of any power. Oh, I take it back. There is one outlet way down there that's pushed into the wall. So, yay. All right, the final room. This one's going to be exactly the same situation. TV will be tilt down mounted from the top there. There's not a lot of mounting here at all. There was a lot of conversation in this room about where we could put the computer for this because there's not a lot of room. Ultimately, they said that we were going to put it here, flat against the wall on this wall right here. So this is that floating island wall here. That's the closest electrical. And there's additional electrical right over here that's fully consumed. Likely partly because of this, but there's a power strip down there. So, you know, we probably have to do some cable modifications. There was some discussion about putting it on this wall, but where this case is and where the doctor stands to do his procedures over here just doesn't make sense. So ultimately, that's the view from that side. And then also in addition, we're going to put one of the access points right here in the ceiling. So one's on that side, one's on this side. They're having some Wi-Fi issues over here. And then likely mounting a couple cameras for the doctor. So hoping that helps. Please let me know if there's any other angles you'd like to see. Thanks.